All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I am your host, Tone Vays, coming to you a little bit earlier than usual today, mostly because I got a long weekend. I'm actually not sure when the next stream is going to be. Probably not tomorrow and probably not Sunday. If we are lucky, it will be Monday. Otherwise, might have to wait till Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's because I eventually sold my New York condo, and that is why you saw pictures of me over at BitDevs the other day. And it's time to move all of my shit out. It's amazing what you find after like when you're cleaning up old stuff. I need to tweet it out. Oh, I can go grab it. Hold on, I gotta grab something. 1 second. Oh shit! Just move my camera. Everyone's gonna laugh. I might age myself though if I show it to you. I'm gonna show you the back of the card first, so you guys know that it's me. I just gotta block off like the phone number and stuff. Look at that, it says Vays right there. Can you see it? Shoot, it's not focusing. Damn. How do I get it to focus? How do I get it to focus? Can you focus? Vays. See, so I'm not bullshitting you. Vays. So, see what the front of this card is? How funny is that? Man, that cracked me up last night. No, I need help moving. No, it's all good. I don't have that much shit. It's mostly furniture. Yeah, now I'm fully homeless. No, I have a place in Panama. All right. Let's go to the charts. Yeah, I am old. Let's go to the charts. Okay, let's start with the most important chart. It's actually not Bitcoin. We'll get to Bitcoin. That's the interest rate. I still don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. Look at the stock market. The stock market actually went up yesterday. When I saw Bitcoin drop yesterday, I assumed that the stock market dropped also, but it did not. The stock market is rising. And you can look at the weekly chart of the stock market. It is almost back to being fully bullish. We're back to a green star candle. We are already above where the stock market was before the banking panic set in. And this goes back to my view that the stock market is going to make new highs, and we are not yet ready for a Great Depression style crash. And it's going to piss off a lot of the gloom and doers that have been around for 30, 40 years, like I've mentioned earlier. So let's see where that goes. Now we can go to Bitcoin. No need really to look at the longer term charts. We're just going to stick to the basics. Here's the weekly chart. The week is still not bad. We're going to get a second doji in a row. Here's the good news for Bitcoin. You know how I always say when we consolidate at the low, if we consolidate for not too long, it's a bearish sign. But if we consolidate for a really long time, it's a bullish sign. That doesn't actually apply to consolidations at the top. At the top, all consolidations are bullish, unlike at the bottom. And that's because assets have an upwards bias. That's due to inflation, it's due to scarcity, it's due to whatever, right? Especially when it comes to Bitcoin. So in Bitcoin specifically, all consolidation at the bottom are not equal. A short consolidation could mean something completely different than a long consolidation. But at the top, all consolidations are equal. Whether it's a short consolidation, it's bullish. It's a long consolidation, it's bullish. It's pretty much always bullish. Occasionally, it's not going to work out, but it will work out more often than it doesn't because of Bitcoin's upwards bias. And you can see that on the long-term chart. On the long-term chart, Bitcoin clearly has an upwards bias. It is different than all other things, all other commodities, all other assets, because for every asset other than Bitcoin, you can always make more of the asset, always. Gold is the only one that's challenging. Some other rare earth metals are challenging. Silver is a lot less challenging, and that's why silver doesn't have this upwards trajectory. Again, look at the annual charts of gold, look at the annual chart of silver. Gold is going to be at a new all-time high probably next week. Gold will be at a new all-time high. And silver is still stuck at an all-time high of 1980. Like, it's still 40 years from an all-time high. It had a double top, but not an all-time high. And that's the big difference. And when you go to other assets, you can always make more. Natural gas is an interesting one because when natural gas hit its all-time high, it was recently, not in 1980, because in 1980 it was useless. I mean, no one even tracked it. And it hit an all-time high this century, 2005, and then it double topped in 2008 when there was use for natural gas, but not very good extraction nor research and development and the search for natural gas. Now we do have it, and this was basically some COVID and the Russia situation that caused another top. But yes, it's very possible that natural gas, because you can always make more, you can always find more, you can always extract more and more efficiently. And there's other stuff that I found actually as let me grab something else. I'm gonna grab something else to show you. Here, I'm gonna cut off screen share for a sec. Here it is. Stephen Lieb's The Coming Economic Collapse. This is probably 20 years old. It's still on CD. Like, I've never even watched it. I read his book, one of the few books that I read. I might have got it on tape. I don't remember, right? Yeah, this is, what year is this? Is this a book or like some kind of a visual? Like, I'm not even sure. It's 2 discs. Nope, 4 discs. And what year is this? 7 hours, 6 CDs. There's got to be a copyright date on here somewhere. Sucks that there isn't. I wish there was, because I don't want to lie to you guys. When Dr. Stephen Lieb speaks, smart investors take heed. In his previous books, Dr. Lieb predicted the great bull market of the 90s. I'm skeptical on that. Anyway, he was predicting a giant economic collapse like 20 years ago because of oil. And here we are. We have more oil than ever. We can find more oil. The world is not running out of oil. And what we have is a collapse from crazy politicians who don't want you to use oil. So the collapse, it's not an oil crisis. It's a political crisis because they don't understand how useful oil is. And this is the kind of nonsense that I believed in 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. And I grew out of it because I understood that following crazy gloom and doomers like this is nuts. Still have it. You can look it up. You can look up this this book. How can we thrive when oil is $200? Right? He was predicting a giant collapse. Him, and there was a Michael Rupert was another one. Saw his movie. Same thing. Oil's gonna go to $200, and we're all gonna die. And this was supposed to happen like 15 years ago. Here we are. Here we are. Oil went to negative prices. Gloom and doomers, guys. Got to be careful. Got to be realistic. You got to be realistic of how it's all going to go down and unfold. I don't think the Fed's going to pivot. I really don't. Man, I remember when I was studying geology, like the peak oil was the thing. I remember studying how we were going to run out of oil by the year 2000. Like not 2000, maybe like 2005, 2010. It was supposed to be peak oil. We had peak oil in the 1980s, and now the supply of oil in the world is going down, and we're going to run out of oil, within a decade. And this is what they were. This is the garbage they were teaching. Meanwhile, I'm in the lab looking at asbestos through a microscope. I really was looking at asbestos through a microscope. I've been to asbestos mines. One of my professors was an asbestos expert. It's actually not as dangerous as the fear mongers claim either. I saw some of the parts from the Kentucky protest. I don't care. It's Kentucky. Nobody cares. As long as they keep producing the whiskey, everything's good. PCE report 0.3. Is that good? Let me see. I don't know if that's good or not. Because it's good, because it's relatively good, right? It's good relative to expectation. What's today? Friday? So it's great. 0.3 is amazing because they were expecting 0.4. And the prior was 0.6. So that's bullish. Inflation's coming down. Personal spending is down. That is actually bullish. Not for the government, but for humans. And personal income's in line. So that's good. Chicago PMI. Oh, we should have info on the oil siphoning. Another piece of data is out, 324, and they have not siphoned off any more oil. And oil has been rising. Let's look at the oil chart. There it is, the MRI top. MRI top's coming in right now. What a beautiful trade on oil from MRI buy straight into the MRI top. No, I think ChatGPT is less woke than the average American. I think the average American's more woke than ChatGPT. It's actually scary how woke the US is. Like I even see it in friends and family members. They just don't see it. They don't see it. They're like, Avatar 2 was an awesome movie. I'm like, really? I decided to go see a movie in the movie theater for the first time in like maybe 4 years. Something like that. Something crazy. And I really liked the original Avatar. It was I thought it was one of the best movies. It was really great. And then I almost walked out in the middle of Avatar 2 because of how woke it was. Then I have friends that are like, hey, that was a great movie. I'm like, what the hell were you watching? It was as bad as like Star Wars Episode 7. Oh shit, I'm not on screen share. I didn't show much, just oil chart. I like the original John Wick. After that, they were just unrealistic, unreasonably so. Not a huge fan. Like, I don't mind like fantasy movies. I don't mind fiction movies. But if your movie is meant to portray reality, then it needs to be more realistic to reality. And John Wick is like a fantasy movie that tries to pretend like it's reality. And I don't know. I just don't like those movies. So here's the oil chart. Beautiful MRI buy on a daily inside a monthly MRI buy, right into an MRI sell on the daily. And the reason why I missed the MRI daily is because I just kept looking at only the weekly chart, and the weekly chart looked very bad. But if you looked at the monthly, which was right in my face, and I talked about it like the month before, but I just forgot. And the daily, it called the bottom absolutely perfectly. Best sci-fi movie or the one that comes to mind? Wow. I mean, I like the Alien series, 1 and 2. They lost me with 3. Predator was really good. One of my favorite movies. The original Predator with Schwarzenegger. He's got full Volk. Holy shit. Like vegan Volk. It's bad. But yeah, Predator was one of my favorites. Yeah, Matrix was good. Matrix, the original Matrix was really good. Was a big fan of the Matrix. I like the first 6 Star Wars. Those were good. Rogue One was good. Everything else is shit. Everything other than the first 6, Rogue One, and the Clone Wars animated series, everything else in Star Wars is terrible. Like, don't watch it. Like, I'm not even a fan of the new stuff they're doing. Yeah, original Matrix was really good. Part 2 was already like kooky out there. Terminator 1 and 2 were both great. I don't know. Blade Runner was okay, but it wasn't like the others. I don't know. Blade Runner didn't really. Total Recall was great. I don't know. Blade Runner, for some reason, didn't stick with me. Total Recall was awesome. Again, we're naming Schwarzenegger movies constantly. Yeah, just Terminator 1 and 2. Everything else was kind of eh. I don't know when I stopped. I stopped eventually. Stopped watching them eventually. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is rallying a little bit right now. I think this consolidation is healthy, and the stock market is still rallying, and here goes Bitcoin. Like, I wasn't concerned over here. We're still holding the prior highs. I don't really need this green line at the bottom. I'm going to just drop it. It doesn't matter anymore. This latest pullback takes us, actually it takes us lower than the prior swing highs, but that's okay. Not a big deal. I mean, Andor's okay, but here's the thing, right? Well, like I do watch Star Wars for some Jedi stuff, and there's no Jedi stuff in Andor, so it's a good show, but it's okay. Movies that are underrated. I'm gonna name some like movies you've probably never heard of. Like my favorite movies are Usual Suspects and Memento, but they're not underrated. They're known to be very good movies. They just weren't good movies at the time. It's a really cool movie called Time Lapse. It's a B-ray. It's like a low budget film, maybe I don't know, 50 grand to make. And then there was a movie called A Man from Earth, probably $10,000 to make. Really good movies. A Man from Earth and Time Lapse. Probably two movies you never heard of. Check them out. Prestige, yeah, that's a good movie, but that's not underrated. Serenity, that was a show, I think, right? I might have seen that. Rambo, nah, I was never a huge fan of Rambo. I don't know why, just wasn't. Do I consider moving to El Salvador? Not yet. Not yet. I like the Ming look. All right, let's talk charts, guys. We're like getting off tangent on movies. This is why I shouldn't look at the live chat. I do have to get going in like 5 minutes too. I have to finish packing. I got movers coming tomorrow. Gold. Gold is about to close at a weekly new all-time high. Right there. It just doesn't feel like it. Hold on. How is this? Oh yeah, there it is. There's the line. There's the all-time high line. Should make it green because it's bullish. Mad Max. The Mad Max was good. 1 and 2. Mad Max were excellent. Great movies. Excellent movies. Clockwork Orange. You know, Clockwork Orange never did it for me. Stanley Kubrick stuff never did it for me. Like 2001, Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're a little too old. Just, I don't know. Those movies didn't really resonate with me. Loose Change sounds familiar, but can't recall. Did I ever have hair? You guys didn't see the hair competition? Guys, I had hair down to my shoulders at one point. Before I did YouTube. I have not watched Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It's on my list to watch one day. Godfather. I'm about to lose 1,000 subscribers. I actually have not seen Godfather. I saw Goodfellas recently, but I still have not seen Godfather. I don't know, maybe I'm saving it for like a special occasion. I have not seen any of the Godfathers. I don't know how it happened. I just haven't seen it. Bloodsport was a cool movie. Under the Sign of Scorpio. Never heard of it, actually. Taken was good. Liam Neeson. Scarface. Scarface was good. Brokeback Mountain. Never seen it, actually. Freddy vs. Jason. I did see that. That was cool. The yellow is... I don't know how I've never seen Godfather. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. It just happened that I haven't seen it. And I don't know how it happened. And now it's been so long, I almost want to keep waiting till while I watch it. Jurassic Parks were good. Like actually just the first one was good. The rest were eh. Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that one. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle was one of my favorite comedies, probably still is. And I don't even smoke. And I thought that movie was hilarious. Children of the Corn, never seen it. I know it, I just never seen it. American Psycho, it was okay. I don't know, like horror movies don't really do it for me either. Like The Sixth Sense was good, and it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like The Ring was a good scary movie, but I don't know, like I'm not a huge fan of like horror films. The Revenant, I haven't seen The Revenant. Brazil, I've seen. That's one messed up movie. Brazil, I've seen. That's Life of Pi was a very good movie. Malcolm X, I have not seen. I've seen American History X. That was a great movie, but I have not seen Malcolm X. Blair Witch Project, I haven't seen either, but I know all about it, so like it's not even worth watching. Braveheart was good. Half Baked, I've never seen. I don't know. Everyone want to talk about movies all of a sudden. I don't even know how it got started. Brazil's real life now. It's yeah, the woke culture in Brazil is definitely similar to real life. I don't know what the director's problem was with the ducts. Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, that I don't really. City of God was a good movie. I don't really like war films. I try not to support too many Hollywood war films. No, everyone has a lot of movies to watch. You can't watch everything. That's crazy. Apocalypto was okay. I was a smidge bored in Apocalypto. I mean, you can only watch a guy run from other people for so long. Usual Suspects is my #1 all-time movie. Favorite all-time movie is Usual Suspects. 12 Monkeys was okay. Truman Show, didn't do it for me. Jim Carrey was never really at the top of my like acting list. Like I don't have that many Jim Carrey movies that are at the top, near the top half of my list. Like I just don't. I don't know. One of my best friends is a huge Jim Carrey fan. It's like his favorite actor. But Troy is one of my favorite movies. I will say Troy is in my probably top 10. Troy was excellent. I need to watch The Game again. I saw it like in pieces. I know The Game is a good one. I have my IMDb. I'm actually paying $20 a month for IMDb. I got to go through every movie and like grade it. Gladiator is a good movie. Color of Money is okay. It's the pool movie, right? Forrest Gump. Didn't do it for me. Gladiator is good. Forrest Gump, I wasn't like, I don't know. There Will Be Blood. I think I saw pieces of that. Crimson Tide, I haven't watched. Idiocracy, yep, top 10. Idiocracy's top 10. Butterfly Effect, excellent movie. 1984, there just wasn't a good movie in 1984. You got to read the book. Butterfly Effect, probably close to my top 10. Never heard of Spotlight, never heard of Naked Gun. This Machine Green, never heard of it. Inception. Inception's okay. Scarface, Gladiator, Godfather, Goodfellas. I've seen them all except Godfather on that list. Pulp Fiction was good. I'm not gonna say, I don't know. The first time I watched Pulp Fiction, it didn't like, I've seen it a bunch of times now. Reservoir Dogs is still my favorite movie. Oh no, sorry. My second favorite movie from Tarantino is Reservoir Dogs. My favorite is Django. Yep, someone just said Django. Naked Gun. Oh wait, that's not comedy, isn't it? Yeah, I did like that one. It's the one with O.J. Simpson, I think. Dark Knight was great. Those three Batman movies with what's his name? Oh, what's the actor that did the Dark Knight? But his three Batman movies were good. Everything else kind of crappy. Police Academy. Yeah, it was funny when I was a kid. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was good. I need to rewatch Casino. It's been so long, I barely remember. And I have a good memory. 12 Angry Men I have not seen. It's on the list. It is on the list. Christopher Nolan? No. Christian Bale, thank you. The Machinist is a crazy movie with Christian Bale. Another good Christian Bale movie is, oh man, what was that dystopian movie he was in? Equilibrium. Good movie. Very good movie, Equilibrium. I have not watched Godfather, guys. I'm saying that again. I will watch it. It's I don't know how it happened. I just haven't seen it. I don't know how it happened. Just I haven't seen it. I don't know how. I've seen a lot of movies in my life, but I just have not seen that one. Castaway was pretty good, but I got bored. Equalizer was all right. Citizen Kane, I have not watched either. Fargo, the TV series, never seen it. I know of it. I've never seen it. If you guys want to watch a good TV series, go watch Rome. HBO's Rome. One of the best. Tone, can you look at Riot? Yeah, I can look at Riot. I don't know how we got on this discussion. Guys, this is the Cannabis Index. It's coming up on an MRI buy on a weekly scale next week. Someone asked, Tona, the chart was like a shitcoin. Yes, but at least cannabis has a use case, unlike shitcoins. So I do expect it to at least go back up a little. I need to pull up my I have an IMBD profile. Do you like Morgan Freeman? Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Morgan Freeman. I've been in a Bitcoin movie. It's called Magic Money. Documentary series Russia 85 to 99. I have not. Joker was good. Heath Ledger as the Joker, and the Joker movie was good too. Yeah, Black Panther is a bit vogue. I liked Wolverine. I liked the original Wolverine. I thought that was a very good movie from the Marvel series. All right, I was going to look at Riot. Riot had a beautiful reversal of the weekly MRI buy. It's bullish. Riot looks bullish on a weekly scale. It looks bullish on a monthly scale. See, it's at the top of the range. And I wasn't a big fan of Rush Hour. I don't know. Chris Tucker's acting never really did it for me. I will say the Fifth Element was great. Chris Tucker being in it reminded me of that. Die Hard was a good series. All three Die Hards. The first three, all three Die Hards were good. All three Indiana Jones were really good too. I haven't seen too many crazy Japanese movies. Is Lucy a movie or a stock? I'm confused now. Ip Man was okay. It was pretty good. One of my favorite martial arts movies is the Anbak, the first original Anbak. I thought that was an awesome martial arts movie. Fugitive was pretty good. Daily chart looks like it's ready to break out. We had an MRI top, 1 to 4 candle correction. I've never seen Taxi. It's up there with like Godfather, like movies that are must watch that I haven't seen yet. Kill Bill was good. Unrealistic, but enjoyable. Jackie Chan was okay. It wasn't at the top of my martial arts. Romeo Must Die was a really good movie, but I was also an Aaliyah fan back then. What was the other? I don't know if this was meant for me to look at a stock or someone had a movie named Lucy. I have no idea because we're talking movies today. I don't know what this is. I would stay away from it. Innovative eyewear. I'm recently learning what a scam the optometrist profession is. Look into that. If you wear glasses, learn how to strengthen your eyes and strengthen your eye muscles, and don't ever listen to an optometrist. By the way, I had LASIK surgery done, the best $3,000 I ever spent in my life. But we're looking at Lucy stock right now, and I wouldn't touch it. Hitman, I didn't like that one. I like the one where, what was it? Leon, the Professional. That was a good movie. Leon the Professional. Yeah, there it is. Someone mentioned it. Lucy is Morgan Freeman movie. I've never heard of it. Oh yeah, Highlander was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Yeah, Highlander inspired the theme for understandingbtc.com, which is something I don't really like. I still maintain the website, but yeah, this was inspired by Highlander, the show. When we did the Understanding Bitcoin conference. Virgin Orbit. What the hell is that? Virgin. Am I on caps lock or something? Virgin Orbit. Virgin Orbit Holdings. Let's see. What did Kramer say? Holy shit. What did Kramer say? Oh my God. This is bad. No Country for Old Men. I didn't like it. I actually really didn't like that movie. It was terrible. What did Kramer say? They say this company was done? Edge of Tomorrow was okay. Got bored at the end though. Spec that went belly up No more funding for them. Game over. If they have intellectual property, someone will buy them. They are on a second consecutive MRI buy on a weekly. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. So why are we looking at this if the company's done? Went straight down. I mean, that positive earnings, that means anything. Groundhog's Day, it was okay. Good day afternoon, I've never seen. He said it's one of his picks that is way too early to invest into. That makes no sense at all. If it's your pick, then how can it be too early to invest into? Big Lebowski was pretty cool. Gravity, I got bored. $1984. I've never seen the movie. I heard of the movie. I don't think it was good. I mean, otherwise it would be popular. Same thing with the Animal Farm. Go read the books or get them on tape like I did. What's S? Is S a stock? I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. Weekly GBTC. Okay. Yeah, beautiful MRI buy on a weekly. I need to keep it at 390 minutes because when I use 390 minutes, it optimizes my GBTC premium. It's a formula thing. Oblivion was okay. I watch a lot of movies on flights. Like when I'm on a flight, I just turn on the TV and I watch like 4 or 5 movies while I'm on a flight. Donnie Darko, I don't remember. Maybe I have not seen it. Nvidia. Oh, I don't want to change that ticker. Wow. Wow. Looks amazing. Had no idea Nvidia was this bullish. Wow. Holy shit. Look at this MRI buy in October of 22 on a weekly scale. And then right into an MRI sell at resistance. Should we turn the moving averages up? Look at that. Moving average resistance, reversal shooting star, MRI resistance, and an MRI top. That was a warning candle. What a perfect MRI buy into an MRI sell. 1 to 4 candle correction, back up, green star candle above prior swing high, on the verge of breaking 2 resistance levels of moving average and MRI resistance. The green star candle is a new buying opportunity, maybe the following week, right into an MRI sell, 1 candle correction, and now the pattern is repeating. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wish I knew about this the last 6 months. What a gorgeous chart. And it was on a monthly and annual, look at that, monthly MRI top back in December 21, right into a monthly MRI buy on support with a hammer candle. Wow. Holy shit. I need to remember this chart next time somebody tells me the MRI doesn't work. Like, what the hell? And look at it on an annual basis. Yearly MRI, the first yearly MRI sell Nvidia ever had. And look at the big crash. And that was last year. Wow, that wasn't even 2020. That was last year. 2020, it was skyrocketed up, unlike other stocks. What an amazing stock with MRI at all time frames. I haven't even moved the daily yet. Like the weekly, the monthly, the yearly, they've been perfect. Let me look at October on the daily. So no MRI buys on the daily. A ridiculous engulfing candle. And then a green star, and then we go up. Anything on the daily? Oh, beautiful MRI buy right here at the low. Right into an MRI top that pulled us back. Again, 1 to 4 candles. This case, it was just one, maybe 1.5. Again, bam, warning candle, shooting star. The following candle, big crash. And we just had another MRI top. And then we have an incredible gravestone doji. And now we're making new highs. Very bullish. Very bullish. This is bullish across the board. Gorgeous chart. You know what? I'm going to look at it on daily charts because I can see what's going on a weekly scale. See, weekly we're on a 3 and monthly we're on a 1 and daily we're on a green star. This is bullish. Look at that daily MRI top on Amazon. Amazon is reluctantly bullish. Look how far off it is from its all-time high. Google, probably bullish, but nothing like Nvidia. Wow. Netflix, are people watching TV again? Not really. The chart's bullish. Everything's going to be more bullish. Maybe not Roku. Their choice of banks has probably hurt their stock price. Apple. Hey, look at this old trend line. Must have drew it a long time ago. I can adjust it now. It's breaking. Apple might go to a new all-time high. I'm not a big fan of Apple. Tesla's bullish, but it has to break the moving averages. It's not fully bullish. Meta, I mean, Meta needs a less woke CEO. I think Meta's going to close this gap. So my target on Meta is like 300 eventually. AMD looks good. Looks bullish. MRI top, 1 to 4 candle correction. Bullish on AMD. Bullish on Microsoft as well. Microsoft just forced me to do an update, which sucks. Now my computer turns off and restarts every single night. I walk away from my laptop for like 4 hours. That's it. It's going to shut down on its own now. I can't stand Microsoft, but I'm still not going to use Apple. So now I got to literally, my computer restarts automatically now. This wasn't happening last week. Just happening this week. I don't know. Ford still can't make a car that people want to buy. So, Tilray, I wouldn't buy it yet, but I still think the cannabis industry will eventually turn around. No comment on coffee. Whoa, GE. Holy shit. What happened here? All-time high? No. Well, not all-time high, but high since 2018. Wow. That's super bullish. That is really bullish. I don't know why. I don't even. I know GE makes a million things, but they're not really known for anything specific. What the hell is box? Well, whatever it is, they're bad at it. I wouldn't touch this. Probably going way lower. GoPro. Remember when I was talking about buying this for $1? Back here? Or earlier? $2 maybe. I'm surprised no one bought this company yet. MRI buy. I mean, I hate the moving average posture, but you can take a swing at it off the MRI buy. ATVI. Well, unlike GoPro, whatever they're doing, they seem to know what they're doing. Yeah, this is likely to head for a new all-time high. I don't know what they do. Activation. Oh, they're video games. Yeah, there looks great. Looks great. Weekly is coming up on an MRI top, so I really should look at weekly charts. Yeah, looks great. Square. Not good. Not good. I've given Jack Dorsey. I've talked shit about Jack Dorsey a lot over the years. So his company's not doing that good. And they have a lot of Bitcoin. So that would save their company, but not doing good. ExxonMobil. They're doing great. I'm bullish. Well, Chevron, probably similar. No idea what this is, so I'll get rid of it. MRO. Marathon. Oh, these are all oil companies. Boeing. I don't know about the airline industry. It's getting too expensive and too annoying to fly. I'm flying a lot less. So we'll see. Wow, JMIA. Wow, this stock just can't get back to a bull trend. I'm a little surprised. Look how well it's holding the MRI support line. It is coming up on an MRI buy weekly. The last one rallied the stock nicely. I would consider taking a swing with support right there, with a stop loss over there. So next week's candle, above current candle, is a buying opportunity with a very tight stop loss at like 285. Definitely tradable. Lyft. I don't like it. Even on an MRI buy, I don't like it. I haven't used Lyft in years. I only use Uber, which is probably why Uber is rising. My Uber bill is insane, right? Look at the difference. Uber rising since June 2022, and since June 2022, Uber is up 50%. Now let's go to Lyft. What has Lyft done since June 2022? Right there. Lyft is down. It's down 50%, right? 40%, whatever. So this is the difference. So some people will say, well, that means that Lyft is going to catch up to Uber. This is the silver mentality. Well, gold keeps rising against silver, so eventually silver has to catch up. And this is why people continue to lose money trading. If somebody is losing, you don't bet on them to catch up. How often does a team getting crushed by another team in sports come back and win? How often is that? Does it happen? Yes. What are the odds of that? 1 in 20? 1 in 50? 1 in 100? And it's not like you get a odds here, right? So Lyft looks like crap and Uber looks strong. Like, I think Lyft's going to go out of business. I think Uber's going to buy them. That's the only concern, right? You short Lyft. I wouldn't short a sub. I don't ever short a sub $10 stock, but probably even a sub $20 stock. Don't ever short those stocks. Also, don't ever short stocks that are down 90%. It's down 90%. Don't ever short stocks that are down this much. And the reason is because they are perfect opportunities for another company to buy them. And then the stock goes up 100% overnight because someone bought it out. Lyft looks terrible. Uber looks strong. I only use Uber. I don't use Lyft. Because Uber is international and Lyft only works in like San Francisco. If anyone's still there to use it. Zoom. Wow. I still pay them money. That looks bad. I wouldn't touch it. Pinterest. I don't know how they make money. I've never I don't understand Pinterest company. I really don't. I wouldn't touch it. If it's bullish, it looks bullish, but I wouldn't touch it. Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Well, I'm assuming they didn't make the vaccine, so they seem to be doing okay. It looks bullish to me, but I don't want to support the pharmaceutical industry. This looks like a hyperwave chart, but it came back to a prior level. Look at that. How about that? Look at that. Ferrari. Look at Ferrari. Maintained a nice trend line. Double top. I am bullish on Ferrari. I don't know why. I don't know who can afford Ferraris right now, but Ferrari chart's looking amazingly bullish. Maybe it's a little overextended. Beautiful MRI weekly buy inside a monthly buy off a trend line. Another weekly MRI buy right there. Beautiful. Twilio, no idea what the hell this thing is either. I'm slightly bullish. No idea what this is, and the chart looks weird. I wouldn't touch it. Deutsche Bank. You guys know my views on Deutsche Bank. I am very bearish on Deutsche Bank. Wow, I have too many stocks here. What is this A? Algent. No idea what that is. I'd be careful. Titan. I think this is an Indian company. Maybe not. I could be wrong there. No idea what this is. Looks bullish. SBA Communications looks terrible. Budweiser. Wow. Everyone started drinking last week. What happened? It looks very bullish, by the way. Not very bullish. Let me not go that far, right? It's in like a 8-year downtrend. But it's breaking some insane resistance. Look at that. Look at that. Looks bullish. Very bullish, actually. Considering the situation that it's been in an 8-year downtrend and it just broke it. No idea what this is, but it looks bullish other than the MRI top. But the moving averages are about to cross. This can make it back to, the long-term moving average. Spot. No idea. Oh, Spotify. They're doing okay. Looks bullishish. Mosaic, no idea what this is. Beautiful MRI top, beautiful MRI top, beautiful MRI top. And I would be careful with this. This looks terrible to me. Exact Sciences. Sounds familiar. Chart actually looks slightly bullish because of the structure and the resistance is up there, but I wouldn't rush in to buy that one. No idea what this thing is, and I don't really. It's leaning bullish as well for the same reason as the one I bought before it. Canaan. Well, the chart doesn't look good, but I'm biased to Bitcoin, so can only go down so much. Bitfarms. Bitfarms may still go up a lot. Like, too bad I didn't get a chance to buy back into it around 50 cents. But I may get back into Bitfarms. Mara, same thing. Riot, we already discussed. Adobe. I can't believe this is a stock. It looks slightly bullish, but fake meat. This needs to just go to 0. Space looks terrible. I wouldn't short it, but terrible. United. I still paid them a lot of money. And it doesn't look good. I don't know. I'm a little concerned for the airline industry. Its flying experience has gone to shit. That's the problem. It has to do with the combination of woke culture, 90-year-old unhealthy flight attending staff. I see during COVID, they fired all the young, healthy flight attendants, and they retained the flight attendants that should have been requested to retire. And now the flight experience is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Under Armour looks bad. United Healthcare. The stock hasn't done anything in 10 years. I think the insurance companies are in trouble. I'm not going to explain why, because I might get banned from YouTube. I'm not going to talk about GameStop. Triple M. This is surprising. Did they go woke? What happened? Triple M is usually a solid company. It has been for like 40 years. This is surprising. I guess they're not keeping up with technology. I mean, people only need so much tape and so many road signs, but Triple M has been a major company, but I guess the internet age and Chinese replacements of small goods. Yeah, Triple M might be done, which again is surprising because it's the stock goes back to the 1960s and it's done nothing but go up in its entire history. Well, in 1987, everything fell 20% in a day, and then everything fell in 2008. But they reached its peak in 2018, crashed in 2020, tried to get back there. I mean, this is the mother of all hyperwaves, I guess. Yeah, it looks like Triple M is done. So very surprising. Very surprising. I don't know how you can salvage Triple M. They clearly are not. They clearly have not gotten the memo that the internet age and making shit cheaper is it's killing their company. Surprising. Norwegian cruises. I don't know. Looks like the cruise industry is not back. Again, they're not catering to the current consumer. Current consumer in today's day and age wants, I'm not going to say luxury. The current consumer really wants the service industry to be nicer to the consumer. And the current industry has not figured that out yet. This is what I mean. The flight attendants since COVID are the nastiest people that I've met as a profession. Like they're you don't want to even look at them. They're just not nice. They're assholes. All of them. Started with COVID. They fired all the nice young people and they kept all of the, gross people. And I'm sure the cruise line industry did the same thing. Cruises, AMC, I don't care for the meme stocks. Groupon, oh my God, how are they still in business? And they rip off businesses too, and they still can't make money. Terrible. I wouldn't short it, but someone's going to buy this company. They are an MRI buy. I can see the little arrow there. Weekly, next week, might rally 100% and still be in the shitter. Why do I have Berenstein build a bear foundation or workshop? Well, looks like people are still having kids. They're doing okay. Unlike Groupon. DraftKings. DraftKings looks decent. Might salvage itself. No idea. Trump's company's probably done. He should have just gone back to Twitter. And I hope Robinhood goes bankrupt. And the only one left is Berkshire. This is supposed to be a short stream. How do I spell Berkshire? Is there a big difference between A and B? I don't even know. It looks decent. I wouldn't go long. Is A stock any different? No, it looks the same. I wouldn't go long. Has a slight bullish bias, but I wouldn't buy it. What was I going to look at? Something with an M. Micron. Slight bullish bias. I wouldn't buy it. I would look for better opportunities. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Let's see how Bitcoin is doing. The market just opened. Now, Bitcoin is doing great. We're back to 28.5-ish. Looks beautiful. I'm just going to move this arrow over. Look, eventually we're going to break this line and go to 30. I may not stream, as I've said earlier. I may not stream until like mid next week because I'm literally moving. I've sold the condo. I'm closing on the condo. I got to move all my shit out. I don't know where I'll have internet. I don't know when I'll have my station set up again. I have to get back to Panama and do it from there. Hey, Tom Crown, thanks for joining. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Let me look at the stock market real quick before I do. Beautiful. Weekly chart, beautiful. I would love to see us go above the swing high. As you guys know, I've been one of the few bulls who was talking about the October rebound. October is the month where stock market goes from bearish to bullish. It's exactly what happened in October. And let's see if we can, start to approach new all-time highs in stocks later this year. And if that happens, I'll be one of the maybe 0.5% analysts out there that would have predicted that. Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you all on the next one. Don't forget about the events, Unconfiscatable and the Financial Summit. I haven't even mentioned them at all. Bye, guys. Yeah, I'll watch Godfather, I promise. I'll do it this year. Later, guys.